How's it going, everybody? David Hedge here, House Hedge Gaming, and it is a new year. It's a new start, and we need to have a talk. It's something serious that I've been thinking about for a while, and well, it's time to address it right here on the channel. You see, every year, hundreds and thousands of gamers go to conventions, go to their local game store, and shop online for that next big board game that they want to introduce to their gaming group at their next game night. But unfortunately, due to one reason or another, those games can sometimes sit on the shelf and wait to be opened up and enjoyed as they were meant to be instead of just sitting on the shelf collecting dust. And I'll admit, I'm one of those people. I have bought games over the year, and unfortunately, I have not been able to get them on the table yet because of numerous circumstances. But during the month of January, I'm going to change that. I'm going to unbox some of the games that I have purchased throughout the year. Now, these are games from Gen Con, games that I happen to pick up at different stores and everything, and once I get them opened up, the next part is going to be to get them on the gaming table when I have the chance to, which I'm starting to make plans on doing. I promise, that's my New Year's resolution, to play more games, and I'm going to make sure to get these games the attention that they deserve, because for one reason or another, they caught my eye when I picked them up, and it's high time to get them onto the table and enjoy them as they're meant to be. So, first off, we're going to be taking a look at a game from Vesuvius Games that will have you shooting cannonballs and avoiding krakens at the same time. So join me at the gaming table as we take a look at To Glory. Alright, here we have To Glory from Vesuvius Media. I know in the intro of this video I called it Vesuvius Games, but either way, Vesuvius Games, Vesuvius Media, you are expecting a lot of explosive gameplay out of the games that they offer, and this is no different. Now, To Glory is a pirate game where you and your friends will be having pirate ships going around. You're going to be avoiding krakens, uncovering hidden treasures and all that stuff, but let's see what hidden treasures lie in here as we see what's inside. Now, one thing to caught my eye is that at Gen Con, when they had this thing set up, you had all these different cannonball cubes flying around everywhere in this 2 to 4 player game. So let's go ahead and open it up here. Try not to shake the table too much. Alright. So good news, we got rid of all that. And now let's open it up and see, me hearties, what's inside. Alright, so when you get this game, you have the rule book, which the rule book is definitely small because it's a simple game. Basically, you're going to be flinging cubes at a lot of people and everything. It's going to be great. And trying to avoid the kraken and steer and all that good stuff in this game. You have the assembly instructions. Thankfully, I'll need these later. For the tower, for the kraken itself, which that is one ugly little son of a gun. And then you have the pirate ships that you'll be piloting in the game. And it even gives you a layout here when you have everything built, how you put it back in the box. So then you can actually keep everything assembled so you don't have to deassemble it or disassemble it. Deassemble? I don't think that's a word, but it might be right now. But you don't have to disassemble what you built and then have to reassemble it each and every game. So I really like that they have that here to give you a visual aid of making sure that you put everything back where it needs to be. But also you have the QR code here that shows you how to assemble everything as well, which I'm glad a lot of companies are starting to go with that now. Alright, so we have extra bags because we all need extra bags in games. We have little standees. These will help you out. Should be for different things you'll need, like for ships and everything. We'll find that out in a minute. These are little cubes that you'll be using to fire at people, which I'm actually surprised there's not that many in here. Now that I'm looking at it, like, I guess you're only firing 3 at a time. But still, like, 3 cubes just seems a little bit weird to me. Because if you don't have more cubes, like, what happens if you lose a cube? Now, granted, yeah, you could probably buy these in other games, but to me, given that little extra option to where you have, like, extra cubes in case you lose some, instead of having to go out, try to find them, or go to a game store, which you should always do, by the way. But a game like this should definitely come with some extras. So only getting, like, 3 of these, I'm a little bit on that one. Alright, so here we have the different ships and the tower that you can use. Let me see if I can open this up here. There'll be a cut right here until I get back. Okay, we're back. So we have the different ships. You also have. Okay, now this actually is really cool. So you have four different ships you can choose from. Each ship has its own different Jolly Roger, their own different markings. So if you have a player that is not able to identify colors, being able to have the symbols on here to help out differentiate what's going on, I really do enjoy that games can do that, and so everybody can enjoy the game no matter uh, who they are. If they do have any kind of a limitation, having stuff like this can definitely make sure everybody can enjoy the game, and I really do enjoy that everybody is able to start doing that in these games. So let's put these over here. We also have the Kraken. Uh, your Kraken assembly may be required. That thing looks a little bit scary. Like, look at these eyes right here. Like, that is just the eyes of something that's going to tear you up on the seas in short order in this game. And then we have the tower that you'll be using to help fire away at people in the game. All right, and then we have back down here, we have all of the treasure that you'll find. So you got treasure chests, you have gold doubloons here, you have the four pirates and their ships with their Jolly Rogers there, and you do have the corresponding cards. Let's open these up here so you can see them. You do have the corresponding cards here that let you know what they have. So right here is showing like, hey, this captain is no longer at sea. But if you flip it over, you do have them where they have like extra abilities that they can use that you can have at your disposal. Or this could actually be two different ways to play. You can have one way of being a simple game, then you have the other way a little more advanced to where you get a bit more options of what you can do with your characters. So we have those, and now let us see this big board. All right, if you like a big board with your board game, this has you covered. So in the corners here, let me actually pull this down a little bit because this board is massive. All right, so in the corners here, you will have where your pirate bases are, and then you have different points of interest that you'll be able to set stuff up throughout the game. And all the while, the Kraken will be going everywhere. The tower will most likely be set up on one of the islands. And your pirates will be able to go out and pillage and loot and plunder any other island that they wish to see. And maybe even do something against your opponent's forts as well. But we'll get into that in a later date when I get to sit down and actually see the rules on this game besides just flinging cannonballs at everything, which sounds like a whole lot of fun. But that's what you get when you buy To Glory from Vesuvius Media. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you like it, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more unboxings as we kick off 2025. New year, new start, new games getting unboxed here on House Hedge Gaming. So until next time, everyone, stay safe and take care, my friends.